Hello students, I hope you all are doing good. So today we will proceed with our next topic. Till last class we have done exercise 11.2. So next topic is our plane. So you have plane, 3 points what your plane involves. Plane is determined uniquely if any one of the following is known, right? So first point they are telling the normal to the plane and its distance from the origin is given. That is equation of plane in normal form. First we will see this. Second is it passes through a point and is perpendicular to given direction. Third is it passes through 3 given non-collinear points. So we will go step by step. First we will do this as usual, just main I'll explain you. That's it. It's vector form, it's Cartesian form, same as you have done for the previous one. In the same way for your points which we have done, in the same way for this also we will do. So first we will see this equation of a plane in normal form where its origin it is given, distance from the origin is given. So we have taken equation of a plane in a normal form. So first we will draw a plane. I have just given our x, y, z. I will draw a plane. So consider this is a plane. This is your origin and they are telling normal to plane, it is a distance. So we are drawing a normal. Okay, consider this normal and we take it as ON. They are telling it is normal to the plane and its distance from origin is given. Suppose take this distance as D. Okay. So I'll write, let vector ON is the normal, okay, which they have given. Now when you have a normal, I can take any point on this. Yes, any point wherever I want I can mark. Suppose I have marked here point P, okay, and this will be what? X, Y, Z, right? So we have taken, basically this is our general point, so its position vector will get what? As our vector R. Okay, you'll get a vector R. Now we'll see, I'll draw this Pn, like you can tell perpendicular to N. Okay, so you can see properly. So this is your OP, one vector, and this is your Pn. Okay, your normal, just little bit line, it has become too solid. So you have you can see you'll get like a triangle, right? So you'll get a triangle, right? So by triangle law of vector addition, what I'll get? OP vector, yes, OP vector plus Pn vector. Okay, OP vector plus Pn vector is equal to your On vector, right? Now as you can see, OP vector is mine R direction, vector R. Pn vector we don't know, so we have to find this. Now On vector, see here On vector they have taken as your normal. Along this we have n cap as your, as the unit of your normal vector. Okay, here there is no space. I'm just explaining you, I'll tell you what all to write. Okay, along this there is n cap which is your unit vector along with your normal vector. So this On vector, just because of this sentence, how I can write? Total vector into the magnitude, right? Your On vector I can write as D into n cap, right? Your magnitude into your unit vector. So what we will get? Our Pn from here, Pn vector, right? Pn or Np. So you have got R vector plus Pn vector. So Pn vector I can take it as how? D dot n cap, when it goes here minus R vector, right? So this you are getting as your Pn vector. Now you see I am writing here Pn vector dot On vector is equal to 0. Why I have written this? See here, you have your OP vector and Pn vector is along the plane, right? Along the plane, and your On is making it perpendicular. On is perpendicular to this line, and any perpendicular if it is, so its dot product is 0, right? Dot product of a perpendicular is a 0. So with that point we are writing. Now Pn vector, see I can write d dot n cap minus r vector, and On vector what we have, d n cap, which is equal to 0. So now multiply, so d square n cap into n cap is actually what, it is 1. Then again r vector into d n cap is equal to 0. See, d is your scalar, so I can write here wherever. So at the end what I'll get, d into d minus r into n cap is equal to 0. Your d cannot be 0 as it is scalar, so at the end you will get r vector into n cap is equal to d, right? This, if we take here, it cannot be 0, so you are equating only this part, as y it is from the origin, so d will be not equal to 0. So this is your vector form. This is the vector form of the equation of the plane. Okay, this is the vector form of the equation of the plane. In sentence, again I'll show you from your textbook, obvious, you should write it. Pause the video to note it down. Just simple, just go main points, it is enough, because you have to use in your exercise only. You will be needing your vector form, Cartesian form, as you have seen your exercise in your previous part. Okay, now we'll see in a Cartesian form. Take this as 1, I'm just writing. Now in Cartesian form you have to consider your equation 1 only. So r, which is your OP, right? It is your OP, P is your point. So your vector OP, how it will be, which is your r vector, how we take always, xi cap plus y j cap plus z k cap, right? Your position vector is taken like this. And now you have, even here you have n cap. So n cap, this is acting as what, unit vector, right? Unit vector of the normal vector. It is a unit of the normal vector. So whenever you have n cap, this also we can write it as L I cap plus m j cap plus n k cap. And your LMN are here what? L, M, N are your direction cosines, right? They are direction cosines. So don't get confused. Whenever you have n cap as your unit vector, when it is playing as a unit vector, you can take it like this, Li cap plus mj cap plus n cap. This you have studied in your vector algebra. So now everything will substitute in your substitute in equation 1. So what I'll get, vector r into n cap is equal to d. So vector r, I have x I cap plus y j cap plus z k cap, okay, into your n cap, I have L I cap plus m j cap plus n k cap, which is equal to d. So therefore your direction cosines, it is given as Lx plus my plus nz is equal to d. This is your this is your Cartesian form. Cartesian form is given as Lx plus my plus nk is equal to d. Just equating it, right? In our Cartesian form, ixy, it doesn't, ixz doesn't comes, right? I mean ijk, sorry, what I am telling. So this is your equation of the plane in normal form. I hope it is clear. So whatever I have explained you, from here start writing, draw your plane, start everything. Okay, even your Cartesian form. Up to here. Even take this as a note. See here what they are telling, your equation 3, how they are taking, shows that r vector ai cap plus b j cap plus c k cap, means your n cap, this abc becomes what, your direction ratios, right? So this also can be your one equation, ax plus by plus cz is equal to d in your Cartesian form. Okay, this take it as a note itself from here to here. So your whole part from your this section start up to here end. I'll show you example, it will be clear for you. For example, I've taken, find the vector equation of the plane which is at a distance of 6 by root 29 from the origin, and its normal vector from the origin is 2 I cap minus 3 j cap plus 4 k cap. So here what they have given distance, they have given d as 6 by root 29, and they have given, see, normal vector they have given. So normal vector means how it will be, let n vector, right, n vector means it is a normal vector, and it is given as 2 I cap minus 3 j cap plus 4 k cap. So this they have given. They are asking you to find vector equation, and vector equation we know how it is given. Therefore vector equation, it is given as vector r, right, vector r into n cap equal to d. So slip of the tongue happens. So this is your vector equation, but ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮಗೆ normal vector ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. So please differentiate ಮಾಡ್ರಿ, unit vector and normal vector are two different things, right? So ಇಲ್ಲಿ normal vector, just normal vector ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. So normal vector ಇದೇನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ನಾನು ಬರೆದಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಈಗ ಇಲ್ಲಿ unit vector ಇದೆ. So we have to find out unit vector, and n cap, how it is find it out? N cap is normal vector, you have to divide it by modulus of vector n. So modulus of vector n, we get n cap. So we will find out. So you get 2 I cap minus 3 j cap plus 4 k cap whole divided by, so modulus means it will be root, right? 2 square is 4 plus 3 square is 9 plus 4 square is 16. So you get 2 I cap minus 3 j cap plus 4 k cap, and it is divided by root 29. Hence we will substitute in equation 1, substitute n cap in equation 1. So we get vector r, we don't know what it is, so we are keeping it as it is. Your n cap separately you have to divide it. Why? You have to divide it separately, right? 2 by root 29 I cap minus 3 by root 29 j cap plus 4 by root 29 k cap is equal to, even d they have given, that is 6 by root 29. This is your vector form. Okay, please be careful enough when you solve like this. You will get various questions. I guess you have to first understand the question. Here it is little bit tricky, but you can do. I hope this is clear. Just pause the video to note it down. So we are taking next part, equation of a plane perpendicular to a given vector and passing through a given point. So I have drawn a plane. Here it is stating equation of perpendicular to a given vector and passing through a given point. So in this plane we need any point. Suppose I have taken a point A and x1, y1, z1. Okay, so there is, we are taking any normal. Okay, suppose here normal you have, this is your normal, and this I am taking as vector n. Okay, normal I am taking it as vector n. This is your origin. Okay, I have taken a normal, and directly n vector I am taken, because we are not concerned with this, more we are concerned with the through given point and a vector. So we have taken a normal which is perpendicular to a point A. So now we have to find this equation. So suppose I am taking here any point P, so x, y, z. So now if I join P, its position vector obvious r it will be. Even I will join OA, here it comes. Okay, first I am shading, please draw it properly. Okay, and this position vector, vector A. Okay, this is vector A. Even I will join your AP, and what I will apply? Same, mine addition, triangular law of addition. Okay, I will apply that, and we will find out your AP, what we will get. So in triangular OAP, OA vector plus AP vector is equal to OA vector, OP vector. So OA vector, we have your vector A plus AP vector, am I right? OA, AP vector we don't know, we have to find this only, and your OP vector, what you have got, R vector. So your AP vector, what you'll get, vector R minus vector A. Now you see here, you should take it down, next page, just write it down, just see, understand whatever I am telling, because later I'll give you in textbook what all you have to write in a textbook. So now I have taken AP vector dot n vector is equal to 0. Why? Because as I have said you, the normal, it was perpendicular to your AP. See here, you can see this is your AP vector and this is normal, it is perpendicular, and your perpendicular in dot product, it is 0, right? Perpendicular in your dot product, it is equal to 0. So substitute your AP vector, vector R minus vector A normal is equal to 0. So this is your, this is the vector equation of the plane. So this is your vector equation, we'll see in your Cartesian form. So to form Cartesian form, we have to substitute in this only, right? Take this as equation 1. So a vector R, xi cap plus yj cap plus zk cap, I don't need to tell you again why it is. Even A vector, points was x1, y1, z1, right? Your OA. So it will be x1 I cap plus y1 j cap z1 k cap. So it is your n vector. So n vector is taken as a I cap plus b j cap plus c k cap, where a b c are direction ratios. So there is a very difference between your n vector and your n cap, right? Here you are taking as your direction ratios. In this it comes direction cosines we have done. Okay. This if you want, you can write as a n vector. Just generally what we have written, n vector as your normal vector perpendicular to that plane. So everything will substitute in this. From 1 we get, so everything substituted in 1. So it is R minus vector, yes, it is vector R minus vector A. So we are taking x minus x1 I cap plus y minus y1 j cap plus z minus z1 k cap, and dot n vector. So a I cap plus b j cap plus c k cap equal to 0. So your Cartesian equation, how it will be, a into x minus x1 plus b into y minus y1 plus c into z minus z1 equal to 0. So this is your Cartesian form. I hope this is clear. So you have to write from here, you take, okay, let a plane pass through up to your Cartesian till here, okay, from here to here. I hope it is clear, you can see. And diagram here, see, either you can take this diagram or I have done that diagram, even you can go with anyhow. We are just concerned with the plane, that's it. Anyhow you can take your plane, either this or that, whatever. Pause the video to note it down. Again and again I am telling, concentrate with your formulas only, vector form, Cartesian form. So we are taking the example, find the vector and Cartesian equations of the plane which passes through the point phi 2 minus 4 and perpendicular to the plane with the direction ratios 2, 3, minus 1. So ಈ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ವೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಮತ್ತು ಕಾರ್ಟಿಷಿಯನ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ which passes through a point. Previous only, now we have done point A ನಾವು ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ವಿ, right? So position vector ಅದ್ರದ್ದು vector A. So I have written the same. We have position vector of a point, that is vector A, phi I cap plus 2j cap minus 4 cap. ಮತ್ತೇನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಅವರು, perpendicular to the plane. Perpendicular ಅಂದರೆ normal vector, right? Just what we explained, normal vector was your perpendicular to the point AP, right? So at this sentence, normal vector perpendicular to the plane. So we had taken it at n vector n. This is 2i cap plus 3j cap minus k cap. So first we will find our vector equation, then we will head up to our Cartesian. Vector equation of the plane, it is given as r vector r minus vector a dot vector n is equal to 0. So substitute everything. vector r, keep it as it is, minus vector a is your phi I cap plus 2 j cap minus 4 k cap dot your n vector is 2 I cap plus 3 j cap minus k cap equal to 0. So, this is your vector equation. Pause it to note it down. Next we will see our Cartesian. See, Cartesian equation, it is given a into x minus x1. Your a is what here? 2, right? And then plus b y minus y1 plus c z minus z1. So, just substituting in the formula. So, we will put our Cartesian form. A is 2, x minus x1 is 5, right, plus b. What is your b? B is 3, y minus y1 is your 2, and your c is your minus 1, z and your z1 we have minus 4, so that becomes plus 4 equal to 0. So, in short, if we multiply, we will get 2x minus 10 plus 3y minus 6 minus z minus 4 equal to 0. So, we have 2x plus 3y minus z equal to minus 10 minus 6 minus 4. So, you have 20. You will get minus 10 which is 20. When it goes to the other side, it becomes plus 20. This is your Cartesian form. Very easy, right? Just remember the formula, students. Then it is easy for you to solve. This was your vector equation, that was your Cartesian equation. Okay, so next part, third part we will go, that is equation of a plane passing through non-collinear plane. Next is your equation of a plane passing through 3 non-collinear points. Say non-collinear points means what? Which are not lying on the same line, right? Collinear means the points which are lying on the same line. That are like non-collinear means the points which are not lying here, like this it will be. These are called as non-collinear. Okay, I have taken 3 non-collinear points. Okay, R, S, T. So, you can take it as your points are x, y, z. Okay, sorry, x1 we will take now, x1, y1, z1. Then S I can take as x2, y2, z2, and T I can take as x3, y3, z3, right? So, 3 non-collinear points. Now, we will do our position vector P. I will draw somewhere here. So, your OP, and it will be position vector P I can take as x, y, z. So, position vector, if I join this, I will get as your vector R. Yes, this is your vector R. Now, you see, when I take RS vector RT, okay, your RS vector RT, this is your cross product. We can see in your everything we are taking our dot product and cross product. So, these are your RS vector RS cross vector RT. It is perpendicular to plane. You can see, like how shall I show you? Like this one point you line if you take, this is normal to the plane. It is acting as a normal vector to the plane. Your vector RS and your vector RT. Vector RS cross vector RT, it is normal to the plane in your 3-dimensional. Okay, you have to just imagine. Totally I can't show you, you have to just imagine it. It is perpendicular to this both the cross product of this, it is perpendicular to the plane containing these 3 points, and OP which we are taking as your position vector. So, here I have taken position vector of your OR, suppose I will take as vector A. Again, position vector of your OS, it is taken as B, okay, vector B, and your OT, it is taken as vector C. Consider, now see here properly, even your RP I can join. You can see here RP, your RS and your RT, it is perpendicular, right? We are getting perpendicular to this your RP. So, how I can write? I can take rp dot vector rs cross vector rt is equal to 0, right? Because you see your rp is also on the plane, vector rs is also on the plane, and vector rt is also plane. But here you can see your vector rs and your vector rt, it is normal to the plane, and this normal, it is perpendicular to your vector rp. So I can apply your dot product as vector rp dot vector rs cross vector rt is equal to 0, perpendicular part, so you get 0. Now your vector rp how will get? If you consider this, it will be r minus a, right? Position vector, vector rp is your position vector minus your vector to a point. So you will get this, and your vector rs and a vector rt. Keep it फिलहाल के लिए, we'll keep it. So we will see our vector rs. So this what we'll get, position vector of s is vector b and position vector of r is minus a. You'll get cross position vector of your t, you'll get c, minus position vector of your r, you'll get vector a, which is equal to 0. See, you have got vector r minus vector a. So your position vectors, you have to subtract it, right, when you have in such a way. So this is your vector form of which, of a plane passing through 3 non-collinear points. In the same way, we'll see Cartesian form. Obviously you have to substitute in equation 1, but this, after substituting, we are expressing it in the form of determinant, okay, in the form of determinant. So if you see, we'll get rp vector, rp is what, your r, see, it is your position vector, vector a, your vector b, and this is your vector c. So this a is what, x1 y1 z1, and your p is x y z. So in short, r minus a, so we'll get x minus x1, this is your vector r, right, x minus x1 I cap plus y minus y1 j cap plus z minus z1 k cap, right? Like this only, your same rs and your rt, just you can write it same, you'll get rs, so it is x minus x2, sorry, rs, right? So it will be x2 minus x1 I cap plus y2 minus y1 j cap plus z2 minus z1 k cap, and your rt will be x3 minus x1 I cap plus y3 minus y1 j cap plus z3 minus z1 k cap. Okay, this we are just expressing it in the form of determinant after substituting. So how we'll get, you'll get x minus x1 y minus y1 z minus z1. It's very easy, x2 minus x1 y2 minus y1 z2 minus z1, x3 minus x1 y3 minus y1 z3 minus z1, and this is equal to your 0. So this is your Cartesian form. Okay, I hope this much is clear. As usual, again I am telling, remember the formulas, just expressing it, that's it. So what all you have to write, from here you have to start. Okay, this is the equation of a plane, start from here, starting from here, this end is your vector form, pause it to note down. I want everyone to write it, okay, I'm marking and I'm giving you. If I see no one is doing this when I'm correcting your notes, then I'll give you double work to do. I'm making you so much simple, and if still you don't do, then there will be punishment for you all. So up to here you can write, then you can consider Cartesian form, don't write all this. Cartesian form you can consider, and up to here you can write. Okay, just box it, your Cartesian equation, your vector equation. So this was your end for today's class. In next class we'll see with a further part with our intercept and along with that plane through intersection of 2 points. Angle of the planes, as I have said, as I've already said, your few topics have been reduced, and even I've sent you now what all you have reduced. So in this topic, your angles of a plane, angle of two lines, angle between plane and line, only the angle parts have been reduced. Rest just equations of a plane, of a point, and again one more further now you'll come, plane and line both, that all equations is there. So what all I'm teaching, you can just refer that. Rest part they have reduced it. Okay, so we will meet in the next class. Thank you students, take care.